Thankfully, CNC is able to step in and will get the deny.
Oh, and possible kill potentially on Bulba. Nice wake up. Will it be enough though?
Oh
no! That is actually like when you joke about 10K MMR plays. That actually was the 10K MMR play.
No, that was a mistake.
That was a Bulba play. I believe he attacked the Queen of Pain to put himself back to sleep.
Yeah, but then Abed put him back to sleep too. He put himself back to sleep by dodged
I think Jack was right. He actually attacked the sleeping Queen of Pain because Queen of Pain attacked him before.
Queen of Pain woke him up, and then as he was about to get hit, he put himself back to sleep by attacking the sleeping Queen of Pain.
Yeah, that's what they both did.
Snaking's in trouble, guys. Top lane, they're making a hard move onto him. He's able to turn around and get a good fissure, but look at that. He ends up getting dropped. Dooku's able to finish off with the poison tick as Flea tries to step in to fend them off. He keeps him at bay with cogs, but it is still just a reactive play coming out from Freedom, trying to get all over the place as it's still DC getting the upper hand in all the lanes, it feels.
And look at that bat right there. He's pulling 2 heroes out of lane by himself.
Look at the last pick.
The Team Freedom did. No, I mean DC did, and they took Bat Rider. Denied. Why?
Radiant's middle
they
tower is
outdrafted
under
themselves
attack.
with the last pick in all 3 games.
Here we go. You are stacked up, like you said.
Sand King on route. Can he do something to help? Trying to get in with the sleep, but it wasn't going to be good enough. And also Dubu, mid lane, helps get the finish. They commit in hard and take down CNC. 4-0 start. Digital Chaos for their winning game 3 off to probably one of the best starts they could ask for.
And there goes your answer, what Bat Rider does to
Radiant's
Necro,
middle
plus the
tower
Bane on
is
the lane.
under attack.
Yep. That was just 5 stacks, pushed him back. Bane just being a little out of position. That's all it takes to kill Yuar, even without the...
He even went for mana boots, for phase boots build, so he can be fast.
He's going to do it again? They have to force out an early sleep, so he has enough time to be able to break away the sticky. 5 charges. Oh, he missed it. These charges will go away. Flea rotates in now with the battery assault already in action. He has the cogs there. There's still enough mana for Rev to be able to fly up and away.
He's going to casually farm the stack as well, almost, right?
Works out just all too well here, it feels like, for DC. Even had some rotational help. Dubu didn't have the grave up and ready, but heals were there and ready. CCC has Laguna good to go. Would love to get a hold of Dubu, but Dubu in a better position, able to sidestep it a bit. Man, nothing's feeling like it's going right for Freedom.
It's rough. All their early game rotations we saw yesterday that went so right, obviously. I mean, of course, DC watched replays and learned what they do, but it seems like they figured everything out in Freedom. Not much they can figure out. They were the winning team.
It's also hard to say, like, you want to watch replays and maybe have something prepared, like, special for your opponent. At the same time, like, you sometimes don't want to overthink yourself, or maybe you want to stick to the strengths. And I feel like Freedom took a look at things, and maybe they had kind of a special plan in mind, or something a bit different, but it hasn't really fit their style so well. Some of that stuff is easy to hindsight. We've seen the first 2 games here. So.
What are they exactly doing up top? They just cleared a creep wave, and now a TP. Oh, because he sees the rotation from Abed. Oh, he TP's in the middle of the trees. He'll get out. Oh my. Could have been bad. They had to use 2 TPs. But luckily, CCP just went back middle to farm, so
under attack.
Could have been worse.
On the bright side, they have Digital Chaos have 2 TP breaking. Well, I guess 3. I guess.
Oh, and look at this.
But one of them's an ultimate. So.
Man.
Dire's middle tower
Rev,
is under attack.
6.5, so scary. They're so scared of him, both of them.
That lane.
Yeah.
He owns that lane, mid lane. CC goes down. Abed moves in, getting the best out of that arcane move like you're talking about. Echo's there. They're trying to do everything they can. They'll finally bring down the Bat Lady, and Freedom will score a kill on the board.
That's big. Focus at some levels he needs. But still, there you have Bane. What is he gonna do in the next 10 minutes?
I guess when he
put
gets
allies to sleep when they're in trouble.
I mean, Farev is known for overextending, especially in the lead. He's almost level 6. If Farev goes on him bottom now, you just grip him, death pulse, and ulti him with that. I mean, you can get that.
Farev has been playing amazing Bat Rider today.
No, he has. But you're saying he can't get cocky?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think that's where he's going to get punished.
There it is.
Now has he been
Pushing back, right?
Going
You
a bit
don't
too
grab
far
him in.
here. He's asleep,
side,
but
let
it's
go.
time for setup.
Left himself.
And now
They
he's going
move
to
in.
live
There's a
because of
scythe
it.
that's still not going to be good enough. He's hit with the grave. By now, DC have been able to rotate on over, and this gank is a disaster for Freedom. They're going to be losing Flea, and they'll step out in a way. Still very confident DC team, getting everything done.
So you are... I think he thought the cogs were going to hit, maybe, so he right-clicked him right when the cogs went down to wake him up, but he just put himself to sleep, and it kind of screwed him. Just those little mistakes we were talking about when you're down 2-0 and you're just getting so nervous.
Experience of these
Yeah.
players. DC had these kinds of matchups, losing the games, coming back. These are all pretty much experienced players from Dota 1.
Illusion.
And look at that, Abed is level 10, and I saw CCNC was barely 7.
Bane is 6.
Bane is dead right now. He is going to be the one who actually catches out the smoke gank on the high ground. He'll try his best to survive through the brain sap. Flea will lock in his comrade, but Ferev will easily be able to fly out from the trouble here. DC getting another one. Ferev picks that one up. And, he's got the makings to move forward for a drum
Dire's bottom
if he'd like, but
tower is under
1,200
attack.
gold, you know, maybe you're
Dire's
Definitely go
structures
blank.
are
Yeah, thinking
I
about
don't
skipping
think
it.
he needs to at this point. He just wants to
doesn't
run
need
you
to.
items. Yeah,
At this point.
This is the man, though. This is the
king.
king. This is what Freedom are going to have to bank on here, is that his power peak comes into play and they make it count.
Yeah, CCNC missed the stun. I don't know if they could have saved the Bane, but he's missed, counted 3 stuns that probably should have been hit, like that middle one in the trees. If he hit that stun, he probably would have got that kill. If he hit that one, he might have saved the Bane. It's just these little things we see. Level 7 Night Stalker. He is ready. He's just going to go heal Darkness and then TP somewhere. UR does have drums, so a little more survivability. Phase boots drums can run away, but if you're napalmed enough, probably not.
This has to be kill potential. I mean, you got Fiend's Grip ready to go. You have Laguna good to go. You're
Snaking.
getting Snaking in, who is
Good to go.
got Dunk close to the Blink Dagger. A successful fight here might earn him that Blink.
It's kind of strange. He went with his smoked heroes, though, when they're smoked, and they're like, wait, what if they just have a ward? They didn't counter
Radiant's
anything
top
yet.
tower
there is that
is under
ward over
attack.
there.
Yeah, the one by... Yeah, that was... Oh, snaking. Another just little thing. I don't think anyone was really middle anyway, so I don't think it was that big of an impact, but could have been.
Nighttime makes it pretty tough here.
Yeah.
Or the darkness at least, but now nighttime.
Look at him. He's got a whole vanguard. He could get a cloak. He went Solar Crest first before Hood last game. He'll probably do the same thing.
Probably not.
You don't think
I
so?
don't think he needs a
Radiant's
sword.
bottom
Would he
No,
just
not,
get a-
not
is
against
under
these heroes.
attack.
I mean, pretty much
He just get a
everything is
cloak
magical
then?
besides some of the
Fortified.
pure damage from Bane.
It's pretty much all.
Dire's top tower
So,
is under
why
attack.
doesn't he just get a cloak right now? Seems weird not to just have that little percentage base when you have the money.
True.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
He has a chicken. Well, he's flying something out now.
Well, chicken's
Dire's top tower is under attack.
He's going for medallion.
He did, so call me out again.
Yeah, but don't you think it would be better to get the cloak instead?
I don't know, more kill potential with this. I mean, do you really think DC is going to be playing on the back foot this game rather than
That's a good
pushing
point.
at him?
That's a good point. The offensive aspect of it. He could just be
Radiant's
so
bottom
unconcerned
tower is under attack.
Uh-oh.
with his own death.
Dire's
Here's
top
DC
tower is
looking
under attack.
to make an approach.
They're
But they
right
also have
behind.
Snaking on the other side with the Blink Dagger that they may not know.
They know. They have
They have
Yeah,
vision
yeah,
there. Yeah,
yeah,
you're right. You're right.
so
You're right.
good.
You're right.
Such a good ward, a little bit deeper, so they can't even. They can try to counter, but they might place it in the wrong
Dire's
spot.
top tower is
But
under
Radiant also
attack.
has that ward right there, so they see each other.
Looks like they'll just end up
And
dodging
Bridge
each
like
other.
says, fuck it, I just go farm a creep.
Did he get that other
Creep
stack?
Which
No, he didn't get another one.
Which the medallion helps him run faster than the cloak range.
Yep. Oh, you are. He's gonna be a little troll snaking. Swing forward. They could.
Is under attack.
Okay. Thought snaking might go for a stun. Did he Oh yeah, that's. That would have been a kill. I think he would have just stunned him. Got the full combo from Lina. Maybe
But
still.
they already saw his blink dagger, so he should just go for a kill. He doesn't know that, but still.
Yeah. Reminds me, as long as he's not out of range, that's the problem. Because he lagged, he was a little out of range. Yeah, but he's gonna live. maybe all because of that little bit of lag.
Oh, mid lane we catch it. On the very back end of it, Flea getting evaporated by Andres.
Yeah, once you get that arcane rune, you just want to use it.
Regen and then a couple arcane runes afterwards.
Dire's top tower
A
is
10k
under
fortune
attack.
right there.
DC just, it does feel like they're just getting everything they could ever want in this
Oh,
game.
here we go. Forev just gonna get instantly, and I mean they're gonna get a kill. Yeah.
Something. Morale booster is what they'll take at this point in time, just securing now only their second kill. This now 15-minute long game. Digital Chaos still hold a mild net worth advantage.
It's not yet level
Dire's top
6.
tower is under
15
attack.
minutes in.
Kind of just queued up. But he is struggling on getting a hold of that hook shot.
They still have the blink ulti from Snaking, which is nice. They didn't have to use it at least. Maybe they're gonna try to just next person who TP's top, they'll get him again.
This is why I'm saying that he's overpicked.
Yeah.
I mean, you need to know how to play with it. The enemy team is forcing you to pick a Clockwork. They could just pick NS instead of this because they play so much better with it.
Yeah. Oh, and here we go. He doesn't have any mana. Wait a minute.
Spots
Why?
out. Stand King here. He gets silenced.
So 1 second.
I feel he could have actually caught up to CCNC there with
Hook
the
shot.
drum
It's
build.
here. Do you really want to
Dire's
run in on
middle
this?
tower
No,
is under attack.
Dazzle's ults up on him.
Not those guys.
No.
Radiant's bottom
Hook shot
tower
cancel?
is under
Oh.
attack.
Still, well, at least they avoid the game. I can't believe they stuck around. CCNC had no mana. I'm like, wait, what are they doing?
There was that off lane mid support kind of roaming gank squad that they wanted to get, but they didn't have ultimates up. I'm not really sure who they could have killed. Like maybe if Dubu wanted to kill him by himself,
Dire's
they
top
could get
tower
him.
is under attack.
Seems like the only viable target.
And once again, that ward's getting him so much vision. That is a game changer right now. Oh, we have vision on both your heroes that can kill us. Oh, we smoked under the ward.
Under the ward too.
Would
Bulba's ward game has been
That,
so
yeah,
good.
that ward saving them
Bulba's
from
ward
maybe
game,
a disaster
Three
2 times.
Yeah, that is the most value ward. But
But Bulba's going
Bulba's
mid lane.
still
Do they
going
even
in.
know? Did they even see it on the minimap?
no, they definitely.
No, I think
it a bait?
he's okay with
But he didn't have to
tank.
die. He didn't have to.
Well, he didn't have to. If he doesn't die, then pretty much everybody has to back off.
Or they could have grouped
It's,
up,
it's tough
maybe.
to say because they could have just wasted more. Now they just got the smoke over with and they can get back to farming.
I guess. It just feels like they could have grouped up and maybe baited in a smoke. Like, why didn't they line up behind Bulba right there?
I mean, he's down for 20 seconds, and then also it doesn't. Not that it would give away the ward to begin with, but the ward is still there. Well, I think it's gone now. It's expired.
I would
Yeah,
love
it
if they just placed another one right there. That thing is double the value. Why not?
Well, that's a good point, Jack. If they're thinking that way, so they just use them as a suicide sheep, I guess.
Yeah.
So we're
200 gold, he doesn't give away that much, and they
Yeah.
even commit Necro ulti, so Queen of Pain can just farm on the
Yeah,
board.
you feel that much
safely.
safer afterwards,
Yeah.
right?
I guess we're 50-50 Lacoste because he went medallion, but then he went hood, so he didn't get the full solar.
He will get it.
Yeah, he will. But man,
Still,
they
if it came to a fight, Solar the Medallion would not do that much.
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
here we go, Pop rules.
They might try to get a hold of Forev here.
He doesn't do it. The drum build. Oh,
Hook shot though. Flea
That-
might be able to save this one. And he did.
Darkness
But,
coming. They know they don't have any cooldowns up. They need to get out of here. They might sacrifice Flea. CCNC being a little bit greedy again. Needs to get out of there. Here comes Bulba. Oh, misses. Only hits on Flea. Who's going to get out? Oh, my goodness.
He wish he was level 10 there with
Yeah.
100 cast range.
Wait, why is he going back in? Easy there, Stan King. Oh, okay.
If
Chill.
people are handing away kills.
Yeah.
I guess that's what the hero is good for, going back in.
Hey there. Whoops, see ya.
Put it on a board.
Bang, good going in.
Turning things around.
Literally.
Money to burn.
Snaking pretty far. We've seen Swindle Melons carry some games solo with Earthshaker lately. Almost turned around that, was it game 3 against DC today, but we'll see if Snaking has a little bit better luck. I feel his impact is still yet to be seen.
What
But it
did
can
work
be
out for them there is that DC don't have too many options for finding kind of catch or starting to fight the
Dire's
Bat Rider.
middle
Yeah,
tower.
So the fact that
look
they
at-
actually killed the
Sorry.
Bat Rider, like, kind of saved them from fighting.
Do they have vision on Dubu? They sure do now.
Clock is in.
Switch
Back.
back.
Nice bump back onto Dubu Dubu. Now he's going to be able to get off the grave.
Slowest deer in the pack eats it once more. Is thrown to the wolves once more.
Dubu the deer. I like it. But, I mean...
Farm is trickling in for freedom. I mean, like, I was sleeping on Yawar for a bit, and he has an Atos now.
Yeah.
800 gold. You know, he's been off the radar for a while, and could be a sleeper hero.
Oh,
an insta-dunk on for
does he have the
Forev.
ulti? He's just gonna
One
use
more
it, right?
time. This is what Bane is good for.
You
No
know
one
what?
is around, he can cast it.
Ace might die to Abed here. Just a quick sonic wave. Do manage to put her to sleep, but there, nice job from Mulba. Wakes up the queen, and now the queen can feed on a double kill.
What is this? Another arcane?
Yeah, what is going on? He gets a regen when he needs it. He gets arcanes every other time.
I
Come
see you
on,
got 10k MMR. Let us give you all the luck in the game.
That's the trick to getting high MMR.
Let us give you 2 extra K MMR with those lucky moves.
Radiant's bottom tower
We're
is
gonna
under
have
attack.
Lincoln Sphere ready. Wow.
At least there's a Yule's up on Lena now. They have a few more click... Well, not really, actually. He doesn't have a point in Feeble yet, does he? I don't believe
He
on the
does
Bane.
one.
He has one. Okay, well, there you go. There's your Chancellor. If he can ever get close enough to Abed, which he can. Lee, invis, not even smoke, scouting stuff out. There is nothing down here, though. Poor guy's gonna just be running around. Yep, here comes the Roche train. You're waiting on a Bristleback. You just get a Solar Crest. You have 500 armor from Dazzle ult. They're not fighting you.
Easy DC Roche, it looks like.
Yep.
And Freedom just farming. Freedom just farming. I mean, you got... how respectable is the high ground defense? Earthshaker factor always makes it seem super potent, but outside of Earthshaker, is it still a lot to be threatened by? I mean, you know, you get hit by the dunk, and then Necro could always just put you into the Shadow Realm.
Yep.
They have a good defense with Lena, Rocket Flare, and Shaker, but they need to be careful about Bat rather than just jumping in, pouring the one out.
They don't want things to reach that point because once the Lincolns and BKBs come out, they no longer have damage. So they don't want to be heavy. Unlike possibly Medusa, where you could make a case.
Oh, middle lane, they're actually going to blink in, go. They're going to find one. Stay King gets this. He doesn't have his ulti up yet. DCN is looking to drop Swift. Goes in the air, so he's not dead quite yet. Now he will go down. Stay King can keep you out. No, sir. Abed takes the kill. And, well, you are split pushing tier 1 bottom, but you're going to lose a tier 2, possibly some tier 3 damage as well.
Radiant structures
That's
are
already got
fortified.
Lincolns.
Radiant's
That's pretty
middle
good.
tower is under attack.
Man, DC just running train over Freedom. Not even just this game, in the series it feels like.
That's why you see the potential after the first couple days. DC not looking good. That's why people had him in their top 3, right? They're showing.
You mentioned that Team Freedom probably didn't sleep tonight. Seems like DC had a good sleep.
Oh yeah. And like you said, you like playing more games, right? Like some people are like, oh, the winner's bracket advantage, and the other team has to play another series. Some teams like playing that extra series. It's a warm-up.
Yeah, well, EG has said outright, you get to learn more if you do lose and drop to the lower bracket.
Yep.
And 2, you have some sense of momentum, right? Or as Chinese, so your hands are warm. Not just Chinese, your hands are warm when you're coming into. You're all warmed up coming into the next series. As long as it's not, you know, like fatigue level type of games. Like if they had 3 series, then maybe a bit of a different story if you're looking at your 8th to 10th games of the day.
Yeah, that's a little bit.
The lead is 6k. It's not super dramatic from 23 minutes in, but it's still pretty damn chunky. And with the heroes they have and the timings of people to hit, it just makes it all the more potent here.
This is where we see like the DCs and NPs succeed. They have that 5 to 6k lead. They're not threatened to do anything, so they can just push towers at their leisure and slowly get damage on the tier 3s and just get more gold.
Radiant's top tower is
On
under
the way back,
attack.
Stan King might run himself into a bit of trouble here.
Radiant's
Goes for the
top
instant
tower.
feed strip, trying to bail him out, but does not get canceled by Flame Break. Jumps in, goes in, they commit the dunk to get the finish onto Bulba. Now Abed shows up, dishes out the Sonic Wave. CCNC looks to leave. Can he make it away? Yes, just in time.
That was only a 1-for-1. I thought the DC was going to clean him up. There's quick TP's out. I actually thought Snake King had died, but he got out too with the TP.
Yeah, but they committed the Echo Slam there, and now they can push tier 2 tower or just maybe even go for tier 3
Worthy
on
Dire's bottom tower is
It
under
doesn't
attack.
look like they wanted. They're going to farm out bottom.
With Bulba dead, and they don't really have much other than poison touch, right? They don't really have
That's for me. Yeah.
TP camps.
Exactly.
Usually isn't useful for that reason.
You always try that flame break, the stuff, but it's not working.
Dewar not involved in that, still pushing the farm as fast as he can with the time that's going to be allowed. He's been able to finagle together the Force Staff at this point, and then is pushing forward for what looks like the Ags next.
Fortunately for them, Mason has already TP'd bottom and needs to travel.
Alright, this is the play we were talking about. Snaking has the Shadow Amulet.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Try
under
to
attack.
hide his team.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's risky, but it's
Dire's
still worth
structures
Gotta be
Clown.
away.
Radiant's
Yeah.
bottom tower is falling.
Uh-oh. They need to be very careful up here. No snaking. Old snaking's not even around. Arita, see the last one. CCNC, he's still setting up. I like this. Not going in too early. CCNC's alone now. Yawar's already bailed on him. He's going to finally grab him. Abed's already killed Stan King. They're coming up top now. And CCNC, you are dead, my good man.
He gets handled in the back lines. Down here and below, Mason's already reaching inside the base. Philippe will try his best to bump back the Bristle. Snaking can chase only once, but
Just how worried do we think Mason is about this chase?
Probably like a -1 out of 10. I'm surprised he's not just going back in and hitting tier 3 at this point.
Just the small details. I like the patience before it, right? Like some Bat Riders would have gone straight in, but he flies around the top a little bit, see if there's anybody standing directly behind. Is he going right into a Clock or a Bane when he initiates, and then once he knows that he isn't?
Yep, and Abed got that pick up before Brevu and went in on that Bane. Let him buy time for Abed. Still only a 6k lead. They haven't gained anything too much yet because top tier 2 tower did go down to 15 gold for Radiant. There's 200 health for Bat Rider and 300 health for Quap. Tanking up.
Mason just blossoming wonderfully here on his hero.
Yash again, he's just going, he's gonna get he's gonna just have damage, probably go 50 attack speed again.
Jesus, he tried to muscle his way back towards that. Well, here Abed though finds his chance to make his move in. There goes the Yules. Snaking's waiting behind him. They dish out the fissure, which does stun Abed, but CCC still under a bit of pressure. But it looks like this gank will be thwarted.
Oh, but Forev on the side.
Thinking about
Do they see it?
his way in. They hit the shrine, and he is actually going to be okay with that. He pops his Firefly.
Have you guys seen an Atos yet used?
No.
I mean, Yawar's not been really in any fights at all.
True, but
This
even
is the
like,
first time he's moving with his
Well,
team.
Lincoln's on the co-op too, so
yeah.
if that was one of the main uses, it's
But I
not.
just mean, I actually just haven't seen it casted once. It's odd to get that item. Not go with your team or anything.
Long journey here from Freedom to find something. Use the rocket to try to scout out nearby DC members, but they're hiding in high ground.
Uh-oh.
They're scared, but they still want to go in for it. They may have spotted, but look at the positioning they have. Waiting on the outside. Bulba is bait. Working out so well. They're going to go for the instant lasso pullback. It's on Bane. Fall from Flea is there. Looking to lock in and finish off Bulba. They won't be able to get that one. And then they go for the Scythe to finish off Forev. Down to Laguna. Not enough, but then they finally get it there at the end. But has it cost them too much? It looks like it may have. Mason and company are still fighting strong. They're able to move on in and get a hold of CCNC. And it looks like it's going to be a slow and painful death for him. Triple kill for the 10k Abed Queen.
He cogged his own team there. Two even 3 heroes were
So,
stuck
yeah.
there.
Uh-oh, snaking. Oh, hello.
Oh, he's juking him. Dire used the scan, see if he's at the shrine.
Gets away. Has a Shadow Blade now.
This is one of those games where you do so well in the laning stage and Earthshaker will pick up an early flip dagger, but you can't do much. You can't find an opening.
Look at that Maelstrom on Quap.
Slowest deer. You can always go for the slowest deer, though.
There it is. Got him. Got to do.
Could he have just attacked him with the Enchant Totem again, and got that kill, or
You don't want to mess it up.
you?
I
you think-
don't think you want to mess it up. I mean, it sucks now because
Yeah.
DC are just outside and you don't have a dunk. You are.
War.
Oh, Chase is
Doesn't
there though.
matter.
And they're able to snag him. The old man gonna get dragged all the way across and to the other side. He does have a buyback, but already very costly.
God, I like that a bit. I like to try his bait. Going to the bait case there. No heal. I guess Nectar's been brought back. They're just playing it safe. This is the one game they know they're so far up right now. They just need one more and they're going to TI.
Waiting for the road. The safest play you could ask for. Just under a minute, it would look like before it is actually back. It's already going to feel like desperation times for Team Freedom.
Man. This is the DC we expected the entire tournament. At least I expected it. They are back.
They came at the perfect time. DC showed up to play. That's for damn sure, Grant. Stan King will be the first to fall of this battle as DC run a wreck on forward. They get the Sonic Wave onto Flea. Dewar trying to be there to be able to bail him out, but it's just not going to be enough. Now all of DC are inside the base. They've gotten a hold of the old man. He's going to be forced to turn around and dish out the Reaper Scythe just frantically out of defense. Tries to make it to at least the Shrine to tag it on up, but it's not going to be good enough. He's out. He does have a buyback, but to be forced to use it now would just feel like it's so soon. Luckily for them, DC don't do any objectives. They simply run through the base and just wipe out 3.
Yep. They're probably just going to go. I think Roche is up now. Yep. You know, you try to think of things, what can Team Freedom do to win? I'm coming up short here. Yep.
Just got a dream of the monster dunk. And, I mean, the unfortunate thing that really is it.
Well, you know, I'll be honest, I just don't really like the Dazzle picks, and now that I just keep seeing these like defensive his ultis on him and they always just have like 20 armor each, I'm like, alright, that's pretty I like it now.
Well, if there's some kind of armor synergy,
yeah.
If the other team is picking a lot of like single target, like this is clearly the case for Freedom, right? And like I think a lot of lineups kind of have that now, like with the exception of Sven. So if you're talking about a Lycan, if you're talking about Troll, if you're talking about a lot of the mids that have a lot of single target burst and don't have high armor.
And there we go. They have the gem on Bat. They're just going to get every single ward around this base out before they try to do anything into the base. They have Cheese up on Quap, soon Aegis up on Mason, and he has a full Mjolnir. This Quap is 10,000?
She's still 25, yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Abed stepping up this time. Okay, move in. Lasso. Instant dunk from Snake King to go for the counterplay. Is it going to be good enough, though? They're trying to keep him alive. It's a great grave to keep Forev well, but Snake King is dropped right then. Grave is going to be flying out, but Mason still stands strong. Abed looks to go in right for CC&C. Proccing the Mjolnir as best as he can, but CC&C won't be able to make it away and back inside the fountain. They managed somehow to burst down Mason in his first life. Abed sweeps in, though, gets the finish on the Stand King. Now Snake King moving on in, but the cheese comes out from Abed. He even gets the grave just in case, and now they look to go for Yawar, and that's going to be it. Freedom hand this one over, and it's going to be Digital Chaos who qualify and get the trip to TI. It's hard. I know it is. Team Freedom, a group that no one had expected to be able to make it this far, worked so hard and achieved so much, only to fall short here at the end. But Digital Chaos, like Grant said, this was the Digital Chaos we expected to see from the beginning. And of all the days for them to finally step up, they do it on the final day and knock it out in 2 best-of-3s.
So close for Team Freedom, yet so far away from going to TI.
God, that is...
I can only imagine how they feel right now.
It's hard. I don't want to talk about it
too sad because